Here with IceHogs defenseman Josh Healey. And Josh, coming into your first year here with the IceHogs, what is exciting for you about finally getting started here with this group to start this new campaign?
I mean, I've played against the IceHogs a lot in my career, and I can definitely say it's good to be on this side for once. Great group of guys, some guys I've played with before, lots of new faces, lots of young guys coming into the league with lots of skills. So I'm excited for what we got in the room, and obviously being on the road here in San Jose to start the season is always fun too.
Year 7 for you. Is there any change in mindset or in preparation for you as you begin this next chapter of your pro career?
I think it kind of stays the same. Obviously, when you're a younger guy coming into the league, you're looking at older guys and trying to take some things from them and kind of incorporate that into your daily routine on and off the ice. And for me now, going into year 7, as you stated, it doesn't feel like it's been 7 years, but I'm now kind of like the older guy. And so I'm just, focusing on doing the right thing every day, both on and off the ice for those young guys, setting that example. And, it's hard to get jobs these days as an older guy for a lot of players. So for me to be here, I'm honored. I know what I bring to the table. I'm looking forward to embracing that role.
We're here in San Jose, California, getting ready for the season opener on the road. How nice is it for you to be back here in California where you played a lot of your career so far, a couple years in Stockton, and then last season in San Diego?
Yeah, it's awesome. I'm kind of a Cali boy at heart. I feel like even though I'm from Western Canada, just getting up this morning, going for a walk, seeing the sun, feeling the warmth in your face, just kind of puts everyone in a better mood. So the guys are pumped, and I'm excited to be back.
You pick up anything in your Golden State years, any surfing or anything like that from the culture out here in Cali?
Honestly, I think it wasn't destined to be the surfing at least. So for me, I tried to go surfing, and then I got injured last year. But the weekend before I was going to go, and then when I was all healed up after the season, I got stung by a stingray. So that put me out for about 2 weeks. So I couldn't go in the water. So yeah, surfing isn't on the list yet of things I can do.
Okay, well, we're glad you're all right after that stingray sting. But going back and looking at last year, you did play one game against San Jose. I know it was at the beginning of the year. Do you remember anything about playing this Barracuda group?
It was a different team than what I'd been used to playing in the past. I think actually their captain is now the head coach. I heard one of the guys saying, so that's dating me a bit. But no, they're really highly skilled, fast-paced team. Obviously, there's lots of turnover in this league, so we'll see what they got this weekend.
One of the storylines of this IceHogs team is that it's going to be a young group this year and a lot of young defensemen as well. What's something, as one of the more experienced guys, what's something that you can do to make life easier on some of these young D-men in their first couple weeks pro?
That's a good question. I think the biggest thing is just kind of like the demeanor of some of the older guys, especially when I was young. I look back and they were just very calm and composed throughout everything. Not too high, not too low, and I know it's emotional for a lot of these guys. A lot of them living away from home in the States for the first time, or really kind of embracing that pro lifestyle, which is a lot different than junior college. So for me, it's just kind of like not getting too high, too low, keeping them kind of even keel. Doesn't matter what happens on and off the ice, just kind of being there for them with whatever they need.
As you reflect back, year 7, like we're saying, do you remember some of the things that you struggled with the most your first couple weeks pro coming out of Ohio State?
That's a long time ago. I'm trying to think. It just was kind of like a whirlwind in a sense. Like you just have so many new faces. The competition's a lot tougher. Everyone's like the best of the best. A lot of bigger guys back then. Now it's a little bit, I'd say, more skill than speed. But when I first entered the league, it was a lot of like big, heavy defensemen especially. So I'm like, holy crap, I got to find my way to really compete with these guys because physically they were a lot stronger than me. So that's really kind of all I got on that sense.
Speaking of Ohio State, you got one of your old college cronies here on this IceHogs team, David Gust, who you spent several years with in Columbus. Also played a year in Chicago with him. How cool is that to be reunited with Gusty?
Yeah, it's awesome. I actually can't seem to lose Gusty. 4 years at Ohio State was awesome with him. And then when I was in Stockton, he was in Bakersfield, so I played against him about 14 times a year for those 2 years. And then, as you mentioned, play with him in Chicago for the Wolves for a season. And then he was obviously in Rockford. So, it's great to be back with him. He's an awesome guy, and I'm really excited to kind of be part of that leadership group with him.
Well, Josh, we're excited to see you out on the ice and get this season underway. Thanks for the time.
Yeah, anytime. Thanks for having me.